Welcome back to another episode of With Audacity, the podcast where we always try to educate, promote, and uplift the community, doing everything unapologetically and always with audacity. So it's me, Jazz. You got Dr. Kara and Dr. Jazz. I think I'm gonna start always introducing us in the beginning. I like that. So yeah, we are back, y'all. And if you are watching us on YouTube, you will see the three of us doing it a little bit differently. We are recording things separately, far apart, but near in heart, as I like to say. So yeah, today's episode is all about friendship with audacity. Yep.
Thank you for being a friend.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's right. You gotta do the remix.
You gotta do the remix so it's not
yes.
good.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay.
It's so true.
But no, seriously, we really are talking all about friendship with audacity. It's gonna be a lighthearted episode. We've been here, y'all, with some boom, some tough stuff. But today we want to keep it light, talk about just being a friend, loving on your girls, your bros, your homeboys, your homegirls. So yeah, it's just friendship with audacity, y'all. And I'm excited because I got my two friends, my golden girls, here with me today. So yeah. Dr. Jazz, my New Orleans shawty, how you doing?
I'm amazing. I don't know if I want to be a golden girl, but I take it. I'll take it. I'm not going to say I don't want to be Kara. I don't feel like I've reached that status. Like I don't feel like I'm that.
That's
I'm
true.
that
We can never
mature.
come close to Betty White. Yeah, we can never come close to Betty White. You're right.
That's
But in my heart and soul.
How y'all feeling?
Okay. I'm good. I'm sunny like my sweatshirt. Shout out to Tuskegee. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm on Golden Girl status today. I'm all right. Dr. Kara, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for the episode. I feel like my friends give me life. Like they're part of my lifeline. So I'm excited to talk about friendship. My friends. I'm excited.
My God. Well, before we dive into talking about friends, I have to shout out our musical artists that you guys heard from in the beginning of the episode. You guys heard from Dakari, and if you want to follow him on Instagram, he is at Dakari Music with a Q. So he is super dope, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all check out our musical artist, Dakari Music. You heard him at the beginning. You're gonna hear him again in the middle and at the end. Y'all can follow him on IG. He's super dope, y'all. So make sure y'all check out our musical artist. And now we can talk about our friends, Kara.
Yeah, and shout out to our visual artists. We have commissioned art once again. We are very appreciative of it. And so shout out to our visual artist, Jay, at JKASO_art. Okay. So talking about friendships, okay. So we're not gonna get into the bad and the ugly this time, y'all. This is gonna be I know, right? Kiki, ha, because we've all been hurt. Our feelings have been hurt by a so-called friend. Because I see y'all. I'm just saying, I see y'all's post where y'all put a snake in front of somebody's face, and I'd be like, that's so sad. But talking about friends, who is your BFF role model? So, we think about back in the day friends like Penny and Dejanay. We think about friends like Kid and Play, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Bud and Rudy. Gina and Pam. Yes, like who? Molly and Issa. Who is your BFF role model? Like if you had a role model that you want to mirror you and your BFF, who would that be? Dr. JS.
I'm up first. Oh Lord. I'm gonna bring it back, y'all. So I don't know if this is the cartoon of like my fave of all faves, Rugrats. please tell me that y'all know
Oh.
Chucky Finster and Tommy Pickles. I feel like they were the perfect best friends. Like they matched each other. Tommy was like so brave and like daring, and Chucky was like, oh no, maybe not.
No,
But
Tommy,
dude was
we
always like,
can't.
yeah,
No,
pushing
Tommy,
him to
we
do more
can't.
and like get across
Wait.
his fears. I loved it. I loved Rugrats, bro. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
I would. That's my BFF. Like, to compliment each other, to feeling each other's weaknesses and leaning on each other for some strength. So there we go.
Super cute. I love that.
Yeah.
Super cute. Lawyer Jazz, who is your BFF role model? Like, who do you want me and you to be?
You know, God doggone Chucky and Tommy, that ain't us, because we both just gonna do it. But
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna be like,
um,
we can't do it after we already did it.
we shouldn't have did it. Oh man. You know what? I really liked Pam and Gina's relationship because it was just like, you my girl, but you getting on my nerves, but that's all right, because you still my girl. And it was just like it's
Yeah.
me, let me in. And it was like, what did you do? That was stupid, but all right, come on in. Like, I love, like, Pam and Gina is like, and people have always had stuff to say about like their relationship. Like, you had to have a light skin dark. I never paid any of that. I think that Tashina Arnold and boy, her name has slipped my mind.
Tisha Campbell.
Tisha Campbell. I think in like real life they're friends. On camera they
Yeah, they
like
are.
they
Yeah.
just like they just perfectly like complement each other. So I think like them on Martin, they were like the perfect best friends. You got to see them dating together. You got to see them going through life together. At one point they worked together, then they didn't. Like they were always just calling each other on some crazy stuff. I loved them. I thought they were hilarious as best friends. Like it was just perfect. It was perfect.
Okay. I can see that. The only thing that I didn't like about, and I'll go on the record right now, I'm not a Martin fan. I know y'all can take my black card. I know I'm not I'm not a Martin episode fan. I'm not. I don't actually watch a lot of TV, but I feel like the way that Martin would talk to Pam sometimes would just be like, I nah, like
Yeah.
Not too much of my
I
friend.
get this
Not
for
too
a
much of my
laugh.
friend.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like I get this is for a laugh, but you're gonna slam this door in my face one more time. Like
Right.
So yeah. My BFF role models is of course my affinity for the Golden Girls. You know, thank you for being a friend. Like Sophia, Rose, Dorothy, Blanche, those are my girls and I love them. And I think that they were the perfect four.
Yeah.
And they had ups and downs. They had real conversations. They had, men come in and out. So I have affinity for them. I might be a little obsessed. Now it doesn't even matter anymore because people know that and they buy stuff for me. So it's not like I'm powering it anymore. You know what I'm saying? People are buying stuff for me. And so now it doesn't seem like I'm not putting. But yeah, the Golden Girls, all four of them. I love you, Betty White.
Betty.
That's my I love you. So yeah, that's my BFF. If I had 3 other females that I could live with, and we could all just have fun and do yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's it.
Nice.
I like that question.
Yeah, that was a good check-in. Thanks.
That was
good. Yeah, I needed that. So I feel like, talking about friends, and let's just like going back in our memory bank. Do y'all remember your first friend? And like maybe like what's the longest friendship you've had and why it's lasted?
Like the
You
first
keep
like
saying,
best friend or like
your first friend.
friend?
I would say you pick what you feel, but I would like to say your first friend just because it's like, I don't know. I want to hear how you feel like when you first felt like you had a friend, like, like this is my friend. And maybe like you can go into now with your best friend. Like, why do you feel like y'all are best friends? Like, what makes that relationship last? But I can start. I can go first. Let me just
Go ahead, Jess, because I feel the sizzling. You were like, I'm just gonna tell y'all. Go ahead, and then we'll share.
Because y'all knew each other before y'all knew me. So let me tell you about my first friend. Okay, so and it's still one of my longest friendships today, which is like, it's the same question for me. And I didn't write this, so don't think I set myself up for it. I had my first friend in summer camp. Her name was Ariel, and she was just like me, like just short. We were both short. And we were like just both like, I don't know, you know how they used to line you up in the line with height, whatever. But also just like, I don't know, fun and caring. She has younger siblings, so she would always be like looking out for her siblings. And I felt like they became my younger siblings because I'm like, oh, where they at? Are they in their line? Making sure. But she was just like my friend. Like we just kind of gelled, like literally gelled, and somehow, some way, ended up in middle school together. After that, like we went to camp in like pre-K and kindergarten, like early ages, and then wound up in middle school together. And I'm like, we've been going to camp all this time and now we're in real school. So it was like, what? And it was like perfect. We went to high school and whatnot, but we did not go to college. So it's been like one of my longest friendships, but definitely like distance and like life. And I feel like something that's kept us together is communication and like being our authentic selves, never holding anything against each other type of thing. So I am the godmother of her son. It's my only godson, little Asher. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite friends, like one of my best friends. I feel like one of my first friends too, just ironically, like we're at this camp and we're building these bonds like throughout the summer, and then here we are in middle school now, like just being able to grow and blossom. So that was good. A little heartwarming.
Yeah. Hey Ariel girl, what's going on?
Right.
She was on our live, she be supporting. That's
yes, she does. Jess, who was your BFF, and are y'all still BFF?
So my first the first person I was like, that was my best friend. Like the first best friend that I remember having was Asia, and Asia and I have been friends since 5th grade. Like that's a long time. We've been best friends since elementary school, and we're still best friends now. Like I just saw her in Karen, I went and saw her in Orlando like not too long ago because her little girl turned 1. But yeah, like she's literally been my best friend since 5th grade.
5th grade to the grave. Go ahead.
5th grade to the grave is our saying, like literally. And I mean, Asia and I, we don't talk every single day, and we don't have to. But if like we have like telepathy, and if something is going on in our lives, we literally know. And it's like, I need to talk to Asia, and it's like I'll call, she'll call, and it's like, oh. Hello, I hear your voice. You needed me. And we automatically know. I don't know what it is. It's like some weird twin telepathy that we have. But that is literally my first best friend that I can remember. And we've been best friends since 5th grade. And we're still best friends now. She literally calls my mom her mom, and I call her mom my mom. So, I mean, it's all one family. I love that girl. I love her little girl. And it's amazing that we've been friends this long. So yeah, if she asks a story about how we met, she was a new girl in class, and I didn't want her to be the new girl and I know anybody, so I sat down being Jazz and I started talking to her, and she was like, "Who is this?" And I've been talking to her ever since. So. But yeah, so yeah, and then my first like friends that I remember like just being like little, you always had me and Kelton, like Kelton who was on our episodes before, like y'all know Kelton, my guy best friend. We tell everybody we've been friends since we were 8, which we have. But I don't remember like the day that we met. I just know I've known Kelton forever, and me, him, and Kendra and Corey all grew up together. So I don't remember the day I met them. I just know they were my first friends, and I've just known them my whole life. So those are my first friends, y'all. So shout out to them, my family. And I'm done.
Yeah. So my friendship stories are a little different because I did not like the word best friend. I felt like it excluded people. And I didn't want, I know, as a
It
child,
really doesn't. And you can
as
have
a
as many as
child,
you want.
I know, but I literally was like, well, I'm not gonna say that this person is my best friend because I don't want this person to think that they're not my best friend. So I felt like it excluded people, and I just didn't have a title for a best friend. And I still kind of don't like my best friend. I guess would be Kayla, but like she's my sister, so that don't really count.
Yeah, you're a little weird about that, but it's okay. We know.
So you know, my first friend is like I became friends with my mom. My mom became friends with somebody, and then therefore I became friends with their child. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that was my first friend. So her name is Tiffany, and we lived in the cul-de-sac, and she lived at the beginning of the cul-de-sac. So like we could see each other's houses like that. So I was right here, and like here goes all the street, and here was her house. So yeah, Tiffany was my best friend. We took her to everywhere with us. She was like a third sister. She went to Kentucky, and that's like one of my things. Like, if you've been to Kentucky with me, you my friend. Like, you my friend. And I've lost touch with Tiffany. Like, I'm a friend with her on Facebook, but I know she's doing fine. Like, there's a little girl, like, you know, everything like that. My first friend that I'm still talking to, okay, today would be Stephanie Worthy, and we became friends in first grade. She was Worthy. I'm still Wood, so we were sitting beside each other in first grade. And she forgot her colors, and I said, "Would you like to share my colors?" And so that's how we became friends.
God.
Yeah, and so I'm still friends with that girl, Stephanie Ann, and yeah, we've done a lot together. I love her. And then I'm thinking about the friend that is a fate. She was fated to be my friend. So Lawyer Jazz and I have known each other technically since preschool. We didn't know this. We didn't know this though. So I'm looking at pictures in a photo album one day, and I look and I'm like, that was like Jasmine. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, was Jasmine in my preschool class? So I'm like, Jasmine, did you go to Peppermint Hill? And she's like, yeah. And so Kayla and I called the trap house, but it was Peppermint Hill down the way. It was down the way. It was like 2 minutes from my dad's job because he had to make sure he was gonna be able to get me if anything happened. So Jazz and I have technically known each other since preschool and just did not. We might have been friends in preschool. We might not have been. Like, who knows?
I wish our memories went back that far.
I know. So like it was fate. It's kind of like you and Ariel, how y'all like were meant to go to school together and meant to go to high school. Right. It was fate that me and Jazz did the same thing. Like we met each other then, and then we met in middle school, and we met.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Wow. But shout out to all my friends. Huh?
I want to know. I just want to know. You know?
Yeah, I know. Probably. We probably ate sand together.
Got wingworms together.
Oh Lord.
Hi, Jeff. Who you think was Tommy and Chucky in the sandbox? Me or Kara? What you think? Who was Tommy and Chucky?
I think you were Tommy, Jazz, and Kara was like, I don't think we should do that. I really don't think we should eat that.
That sounds right. Thank you. Thank you for being on my team. That sounds right. That sounds right. Thank you. But yeah.
Person. Remember, we're the same.
That's out. Shout out to all my friends though, because I have a long list of like old friends that go back from like second, third, fourth, fifth grade that I'm still keeping contact with. Yeah. That I still keep around. So.
Oh man.
Shout out to my support system.
Yeah, exactly. Sister circle. And I hope y'all don't mind getting shouted out.
Too late if you do.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't even ask.
Seriously. But okay, so we talked about our longest friendship. Okay, so let's go into a fictional friendship. Okay, I will say off that I don't watch a lot of TV shows, but if I could be a friend off of a TV show or a movie, like who would that be? Like, are you a Joan? Are you like, ooh, I'm like a Joan type of friend, or I'm an Issa type of friend, or are you like a Jamie Foxx from the Jamie Foxx show type of friend? Who are you? Who do you identify with? And like, oh yeah, that's who I am in real life. Lawyer Jazz.
So I have a lot of male friends. Not a lot. I would say I have a handful of male friends, and I love them. From Tyler to Lowe to Kelton, I'm gonna shout them all out. And I couldn't ask for better male friends. But I also have a lot of female friends, and I love my female friends, and they are all very, very important to me. And so I feel like, because I feel like I'm always around women, and I don't mind being around women, and I love being around girls. Girls are fun. Men get smelly and annoying. Whatever. So
what's the precursor? Like, this was a long precursor for,
I'm gonna say no to Joan, because watching Girlfriends was she loved her friends and wanted to be that center. But if I had to identify with a TV character who just I liked Molly from season 1 and 2, maybe season 3, because one, Molly was a lawyer. Yeah, of Insecure. Molly from Insecure. Molly was a lawyer. Hello. Molly went through life, hit some bumps. Hello, that's me. I mean, she was transparent about it. Molly loved all of her girls. Like, Molly was always around her girls. Like, Molly was there and Molly honestly and truly was there for Issa. And she was just kind of like, girl, come on. Like, especially through season 1 and 2. And she was always there. Like, she had her back without a doubt. And that is me. Like, I'm going to have your back. I'm not going to judge you. Because 9 times out of 10, I probably done something stupid too. So, like, I don't judge you. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to be right there. Molly was just kind of like, girl, come on. I'm going to come get you. Like, and that's what it was. And she was always surrounded by other strong women in season 1 and 2 now. And she was just kind of like, I'm still who I am regardless. That is why I say Molly from season 1 and 2, because she was strong, she was bold, she had other women around her, she loved her girls, and it was always a good girl time, and I loved that from season 1 and 2. But I say Molly then, like Molly from season 1 and 2, she was a good girl time, and I love a good girl time. I'm all about a good girl time. So Molly, seasons 1 through 2.5.
Okay, all right.
Dr. Jazz, who you got?
I mean, since we on this Insecure wave, I want to say Kelly. I feel like she got the least development out of the show, but she showed up, okay? And showed up for a good time. We gon' lighten this mood. We gon' speak this truth, and we gonna keep it pushing because we friends. Like, that's whatever. It. Okay, I'm Kelly. I'm gonna identify with her. I'm gonna be Kelly for the growth. Okay. Growth.
Okay, so I have to ask, because you brought up Kelly, and because Kelly peed on herself in the field, I just need to know, are you that type of friend that we got to worry about our car smelling like pee?
Not from drinking, okay?
Sarah, you are next. Who do you identify with yourself with as a friend? You are not going to play my other person, my Jazz, like that, okay? You're not gonna do that, Dr. Jazz.
I'm the one who's always babysitting. Trust me, you're not gonna have to ever babysit me. We good.
Okay, I just gotta make sure if I need a plastic bag in my car, so you can sit down.
Mercy me.
I'ma still give you a drive. I'm still give you a lift, but I'm gonna put that plastic bag down.
Yeah, who are you in character friend form? Who are you?
This took me a while to think about and formulate in my mind. And I think that I'm going to take it back to girlfriend and say that I'm Maya. Hold on. No, I'm Lynn. I'm a mixture. I'm a mixture between Maya and Lynn, because I feel like Lynn was like there like for the vibe, like, you know, like she was just always kind of chilling in the back. And I felt like Maya would just tell you what you need to know. And it's kind of like, I don't care, this hurts your feelings. Like, this has gone on, and like this charade has gone on long enough. Like, this is what you need to know. And so I'm definitely that person. Like, hey, by the way, I care for you, and by this is, you know, I'm gonna show you I care for you by telling you the truth. Boop. So and then I'm gonna go back to being Lynn, where it's just like, y'all got something to eat. And so I'm a mixture of the two, I believe.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
That was good. So when you're saying you're a mixture, you know, I feel like we got all these fictional relationships. In my head, I know we all said who we're BFFs in our head, you know, who we want to be our BFF, you know, in like real life. Like I wish my BFF could be Megan Thee Stallion. No lie. She looks like she has the best time of her life. Like included, like, and just don't care like what you think about her, what she doing, and she just gonna live her best life. So that's somebody who I would love to be a BFF with. And also I just feel like she's supportive. She always like shouting her friends out and like still in school and still level headed. You know, she party, but she got her stuff together too. And she likes to play as hard as she works. So somebody I want to be BFFs with. Who y'all want to be BFFs with?
Well, everybody knows that my bestie in my head, y'all probably can already say it,
Angela
is
Rye.
Angela Rye. Seriously though, sis really is my bestie in my head. I mean, I can't put it into words enough. She's young, lawyer, baddie. She's a speaker. She's a political commentator. She still has a good time. She refuses to let anybody put her in a box. I mean, my goodness. She's my best friend in my head. I just don't know. And her style game is on point. I mean,
So I have
don't
a
know.
question. Do you think that Angela Rye and Molly are like kind of similar?
Probably. I just hope that Angela may be a little bit of a better friend than Molly in certain situations. I hope, you know.
Yes.
I don't know, you know, I've seen Molly on the TV, Yvonne Orgy in real life. I would love to be her friend. Sis is a vibe. I watch her comedy, especially I watch her YouTube, like TED Talks and everything.
Shout out to Nigeria.
She is amazing.
A whole me?
Right. But yeah, Angela, if you're listening,
but I definitely feel like you like gave details of the same person. Like lawyer, young, killing the game, no boxes, has great style. Like I feel like those are.
You got a tight ass. You got.
I know, right? She does. What was the no new friends? That's Jazz.
But that's not even true though, because I'm not one of those people who believes that like the older you get, like you can't make new friends. Right. Because like I met some of my like closest friends in law school, so like I don't believe in no new friends. Like I believe like when I get my friends, like I keep them close and tight, and I might get a little jealous if you want to hold my friends too tight. But like I don't truly believe in no new friends. I don't really like that rule, because if that's the case, then I wouldn't have met Portia, I wouldn't have met Chrissy, I wouldn't have met Lo, and like Portia, like that's like, you know, like she's literally like my sister. So I couldn't imagine life without them. So I don't know. Do y'all believe in no new friends? What do y'all think about that?
I think that like one of our best friends, Lex, we like because of a memory, she was like, "Oh y'all, I met y'all 2 years ago today," and I was like, 2 years. And I'm like, you ain't been around for 10? Like, how, what? Like,
that's
how
crazy.
am I this close to you?
Yeah. And I'm like, Lex, what? I talk to you like how many times a week? And I just met you, little Lex. She gonna hate that I said that. What? So I don't know. I can't really believe in no new friends.
If it wasn't for Snapchat, I would have thought that we had known her for like six years, knowing that didn't make sense. But in my heart of hearts, I would have been like, I don't care.
I don't care. And Carrie, you didn't say who you wanted to be BFFs with.
Oh.
I
would
was waiting to hear if Dr. Jazz believed in no new friends. I hope not.
Y'all my friends, child. Come on now.
That's true.
Oh.
We're exactly. She just met us in the last couple of years.
That's
right.
true.
See, once again,
I'm
we don't
open.
think
I'm
when you're
open.
friends, you don't think of the time. You just think of the
Yeah.
memories.
And the impact. Y'all really changed my
Ooh.
life. Like I wouldn't be on this doing this with nobody else. After the day of work.
Oh man, guys, I hope y'all aren't listening to the tears that are about to come out of my eyes.
Thank you for being a friend. And if I threw a party.
Oh my God, Karen, come back.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm being
I'm saying you would see the biggest gift would be from me. Hey, okay, that's a good song. Y'all gotta think about the words. Anyway, who? The question was, who would I be best friends with if I could?
Yeah, who do you want to be your BFF? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I definitely would be friends with Issa. Issa Rae, character and real lady, real lady and character.
Real life.
Yes, I want to be friends with you anyway. If you want to write me into Insecure, that's fine too. I don't care. I'll do it. Yeah. And then who else could be my BFF? I guess like honestly, the friends that I have now, I'm really happy with you guys. So
all right. I think this is time for a good musical break, you guys. We're gonna enjoy some music from Dakar Music. Y'all go hug your people, hug your friends, new and old, and those that are coming, and we will be right back. Super sweet. I love y'all. We'll be back.
We back. Yeah.
Hey, and we back.
Not everybody's got it together.
No, we good though. We appreciate you for giving us some music, Paul. Check him out, Dakar Music with the Q. And I know y'all earlier. I have literally one last question. I feel like we've been spilling tea and sharing our friendship little stories. When Jazz, y'all mentioned the in care of how y'all met y'all first friend, and I guess I was like mine just was kind of there. We were there together. But like, how do you make friends in a new setting? I mean, y'all said we not on that no new friends. Like, so y'all have any other, not saying advice, but like tips on what you do?
Can I add on one? I know this is just. Can I add one person who I want to be my friend? Ari Lennox. Whenever you want a new friend, I'm open for the team.
Come on, Courtney.
So, sorry, but yes, to your question, making new friends. I think the one thing about making new friends is being open to making new friends and realizing that just because a new friend is in the relationship doesn't mean that your friend like has to diminish. So a lot of people feel like when they bring in a new friend that, oh, like she don't call me the same or we don't talk the same or like, oh, they got their own little group me and stuff. And like, I try my hardest not to be like that because I'm like, well, clearly they talk about something I don't want to talk about. And that's fine because I'm not the person to talk like, oh, Kara, do you like this hairstyle? I'm not that type of person. Oh, Kara, do you like this jacket? Like, I'm not that type of person. And please find somebody that you can talk to about that. That's wonderful. Like, so I think that's one of the things, just like knowing when people are brought into your circle, it doesn't mean that you have to like be competitive. You know, and just being open to those new friendships and seeing where your commonalities are or where you can learn from somewhere else.
And being open. That's so true. What you got for the people, Jazz?
So I definitely agree that it is being open and just I mean I guess mine came from just law school, new environment. You realize that you need people. And some of them were just kind of like, you know, I'm here, so I might as well. Um, if not, I'm gonna be in a bubble alone, and nobody wants that. So, you know, just being open to people. And then when it came to my sister circle, um, me, Karen, and Labrelle already knew each other. Um, and so then Lex, came in. It was just like open, and then boom. I mean, felt like I had known her 2 years. I'm like, that ain't been forever. And then with Kyla, funny enough, I have known her, I don't know how many years, forever, at least since high school. But if you ask me how long I've been friends with Kyla, maybe just these 2 years. But I say be open because Kyla and I did not have a relationship where we even spoke to each other before these 2 years. And it wasn't because we didn't like each other. It wasn't because there was any beef. It wasn't because there was anything wrong. But we had to be open enough to address that. Why, when we see each other, do we not speak? Because there was just this awkward, like, I'm gonna look at you, you gonna look at me, like, for years. And I don't know why. She don't know why. And I just went up to call Karen. I was like, I need to fix it. I'm gonna go hug her. Kara's like, don't be weird. Just say hello. And because I would do that. And I went up to her, I was like, hey. And she was like, hey. And I was like, we don't talk. Why? She was like, I don't know. And next thing I know, like, she's one of my people in my sister circle, like, girl's one of my closest friends that I talk to all the time. So it's really just about being open, finding people who are in your common interest, and people who are going to support you, and people who you realize that you can be vulnerable with. I'm not saying being open and transparent with everybody, but I am saying, like Kara said, find people who have your common interest. And I've found people who have my best interest at heart. Some of my line sisters are some of my close friends. And a lot of them are just people who I can go to in those moments. So that's my advice about, like, new settings, friendship. That's just my little spiel. Just find people who's going to support you, and it don't have to be everybody. Everybody don't have to be your best friend. But I will say, find those people who just support you. That was a long answer, but I hope that makes sense. And I hope that kind of pushes somebody to, like, fix something that may not even be broken. So
right. And I was gonna say before you go, Jack, because I know you're ready to go. But to Jazz's point that you have to be open to maybe an old friend that comes back around, like, or just riding the dime with your friends, because I've had friends who life has made and experiences have made us have commonalities. Like, we might not have had commonalities when we first met, but because of life and experiences, now we understand and we think the same, or we think a little different, but we're still friends. Like my friend Charlotte. When Charlotte and I first met, it was like, hey, cool, let's get this work done, blah, blah, blah. But now Charlotte and I can be on the phone for 2 hours being like, girl. And it's just because of life. And then the other thing I would say about friendships and about meeting new friends or just remaining with your old friends is just having your friends back. Like, everyone's not going to be friends with your friends. And that's okay. Like, my relationship with so-and-so doesn't mean that I have to excommunicate them because she don't like them or he don't like her and he don't talk to her no more. Like, I'm still going to be your friend. So, and I'm still going to ride and die for you. I'm still going to be like, hey, chill out. That's my friend. I've had to do that before where somebody will be talking about someone and I'll say, hey, that's my friend. Like, that means you might say something about her somewhere else, but you're not going to say it in front of me. Right. So, like, being friends does mean that, like, you might have to ride and die with your friend. Your friend might leave and come back. Your friend might, come out of the blue. And I think that that's part of just making those new friends too, is that knowing that not every sister circle can be a full circle. Sometimes it's a circle and a little dot. But that doesn't mean that nobody, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that we don't love, like, I'm not going to love you the same. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that we just going to be trash talking you when you're not there. That's not it. it's just like
For
sometimes commonalities are stronger than others, and life experiences or life seasons where we are right now, they change. So
sure.
Dr. Jazz, what about you? What about new friends? Because I kind of made you my friend. So how do you make friends in new cities? Okay.
So I kind of made you my friend. I was open to being your friend, Kara. Trust me, I'm not friends with everybody. Ask around.
Ooh, right.
Not ask around.
I feel privileged.
To be in an intimate circle with me and knowing my ins and outs, because you always got a lot going on. But the friend part, how I make new friends, I mean, being open, like taking that plunge, like when y'all say like, you want to share my colors, like if I'm in a program, like, hey, you need my notes, like you want to study, like do you want to go over that? Did you understand that? Like you want to recap that with me, because I'm lost too, like you want to hash this out together. So like struggling together is a friend thing. Like cooking together is a friend thing. Sharing resources together is a friend thing. Sharing knowledge. Anytime I find something, I get in my inbox. Kara sent me something today. That was already on my calendar, girl. Like when you see food systems, boom. When I see air property, boom. I think about lawyers all the time. Like, oh, I got somebody ready for you. Hold on. And like, just like thinking about your friends and plugging them, speaking their names and places where they won't ever even like imagine. Like, I think that's what a friend, and like making new friends and staying friends and being true to your friends. That's who I am. And I would like to say giving grace, but don't ever give too much grace in your space to have people who are not in your corner. Like, by all means, everybody does not deserve to be your friend. Like, it's as much as I'm open, as many friends have I had lifelong, to the womb, to the tomb, whatever it is. If that person, crosses you where you feel like you just can't come back from therapy, time and all that, and that you're going to always have that in the back of your mind, you can't. Like, how could you,
sound like a part
really...
two to me, Jazz.
Woo, baby, said she diving in, baby.
We gonna come back to this. I'm feeling a part two coming from that, Jazz.
We might go ahead and do a part two, but I just want to say, like, everybody don't deserve to be a friend. But when you make new friends, be vulnerable. Give yourself some grace. So
don't have too grace in your face.
Dr. Jazz, repeat it again. You said don't give these people too much grace. Now I need to hear that.
Yay. I was saying don't give them too much grace. Like, everybody don't need to be in your face. Like, you don't have to have like, oh, this many friends to like, oh, I'm feeling like I got friends, I got support. Like, if I got two, I got one, boom. I can call on them knowing what it is. Riding until the wheels fall off, baby.
That's right. I have a friend, she is Dominican, and we were talking, and she was like, oh, we ride to die. And I was like, no, baby, we ride or die. We're not trying to die. Like I was like, no. We're no. The or is very important. Like,
oh my God.
We're not setting it off, sis. No.
So I'll go on to Kara's favorite part while we can save our friendship, podiums for another
podcast. We're coming back for a part two, baby.
Yeah, because I said
good,
friendship,
some bad, and some ugly. Some layers of friendship
can turn bad quick. Yeah, but we was all
happy
today.
All of our good friends.
We good, it was good friends.
Those who hold us down. I love my people. Thank you.
So true.
But next time.
Yep, everybody ain't privileged to be my friends, but the ones that y'all know, love y'all. Yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna go to Kara's favorite part, the Today in Black History. We are Black History. TU. All right. So today is June 1st, y'all. Okay. And on June 1st, long, many moons ago, which I feel like everybody thinks this man is older than old, Morgan Freeman's birthday is today. He was born in 1937, so 84, y'all. Wow, 84, older than my mama.
He's only. That's crazy.
Only 84.
He's only 80. You talking about he was only 83? Wow.
But
Thank you for
yeah,
teaching
so
me something.
thank you. And also someone that you love, Kara, Dr. Woods, Ida B. Wells. She delivered her lynching on national crime speech on June 1st in 1909 at the National Negro Conference. And this was before the NAACP happened. So the National Negro Conference happened on June 1st, and Ida B. Wells gave her groundbreaking speech lynching on a national crime.
Yeah.
Love you.
All righty. And Kara, what is our charity for the month? Tell the people all about our charity.
Called the Historic Cleveland Avenue YMCA because it was the Black YMCA where Black people could swim, learn, fellowship during time of segregation. And the last $20,000 to build it was given by Martin Luther King with the Montgomery Improvement Association. And so with his help, they were able to finish the historic Cleveland YMCA. And then the third reason why it is so important, especially in the 1st of June and everyone's getting out and swimming, is because they just opened last year a state-of-the-art indoor swimming facility that is geared especially and only to helping kids and adults learn how to swim. Drowning is one of the number one deaths for children, especially children of color. And so they have a indoor facility to make sure that that is no longer, and making sure that kids know how to swim. Yeah, the Cleveland Avenue. Also, just one more history, because y'all know me. When Rosa Parks got on the bus to go home, she was going to Cleveland Avenue. So where she lived was about a block away from the Cleveland Avenue YMCA. So shout out to the historic Cleveland YMCA of Greater Montgomery YMCA. Shout out to my dad and all the work they've been doing for so many years.
Yay! Well, y'all, remember to buy your merch. Not only so you can support with Audacity, but because, as we all know, a portion of our merch sales go to charities and organizations as the Historic Cleveland Avenue YMCA. So y'all remember to get your merch. Season 2, we came with some new merch in addition to the fire merch that we already had for season 1. So yeah, y'all get your merch. We put out discount codes. You get email discount codes if you are a part of our Audacity fam and you're signed up for our Zippy stream. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all besides get logged into with Audacity, y'all. So y'all already know. Follow with Audacity across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace. Put us on your top 8 with Audacity. And you can follow me. I am You Love with the 3 _Jazz. And Kara, where can the people follow you?
You can follow me at FlipsPro on Instagram. Make sure that you're looking at our bookshop because we're going to have our resources that we give out every episode. You can, if you want to continue to read with us, if you want to say, hey, I didn't feel that book, I like that book, or you can check out new and popping artists that maybe you don't know about. And so we're supporting local bookshops as well to make sure that education is a top priority and reading and literacy is a top priority.
Yes. Yeah. And speaking of reading and literacy, you want to give some resources, Dr. Woods, so we can continue the conversation?
For sure. So my resource for this episode is literally Thank You for Being a Friend. It is a book that one of my dear friends, Angie, gave me because she knows that I am in love with the Golden Girls, and she wrote me sweet notes in it, and then it just has stuff about the Golden Girls, about about living with each other, about episodes, about the art of a midnight snack, and so it's super cute. It gives you more detail on like the women, like by themselves, as far as like Betty White, Estelle Getty, B. Arthur, and it also gives you fun little knickknacks about how you can be a better friend. So it's I love it. It's super cute, and thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a resource for the people?
I
Yeah,
don't, just to tell everybody to. Oh, go ahead, Jess.
no, you said go ahead. What do you want to tell them? Tell
I
the
was gonna tell them
people.
to already check out the curated book list from the prior episodes that we already had, because we've already shared some dope resources. Those are all the resources that I had. And to always, seek therapy if you need to be a better friend.
For sure, for sure. I was thinking about what you had said, Jazz, on an early episode about how your mom was like, your friends do like your friends do friend things, and as a friend, like doing friend things with y'all like listening on the phone, reaching out when you feel something, like you said, like you knew something was wrong, so you'll give your friend a call. And just also not being that dumping ground either. Like you said, seek therapy when you need it. So don't replace therapy with your friendships, but support yourself with your friendships and support your friends. So that's my resource to keep continuing the conversation. Ask y'all friends these questions. Have these conversations.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more resource that I have is from Words of My Mother. You can find them on Instagram. She has a Sister Circle starter kit. So you can go on her Instagram, go on her link tree, and put your information in. So you can start your sister circle, your bro circle, your familiar circle, and it just talks about different relationships and how you can improve upon them. So shout out to them as well.
Yeah. Well, all right, you guys. Kara, tell the people where they can follow you after this episode. We're gonna come back with a friendship part 2, y'all. But until then, Kara, where can the people follow you?
Blissfro on Instagram.
Dr. Jazz, my Magnolia, my New Orleans shawty. Give it to him.
Magnolia Soldier, SOULJA__. But also Dr. Jazz, JAS 2020. Follow me.
Yeah. And y'all already know Instagram. Great. Yeah. It was cute. We're cute. But yeah, shout out to our friends, and hopefully that, we have to appreciate a friend. They always say that a friend is a person you can choose, but you also have to appreciate that you were chosen and that you chose somebody.
And we appreciate all of our artists. Thank y'all. Like,
yes.
So dope. Oh my gosh.
J at JKso_art and the car music. Thank you guys again. Make sure y'all check them out. Clearly, this friendship episode, we got a lot more to talk about. So we will be back again for a part 2, maybe. I don't know. Maybe next season we'll dive back into this. Clearly, we're not done talking. But y'all already know to follow us across the board. Stay logged in. Get your merch. Follow us all. But until then, we out this thing, man.
Peace, love, and soul.
Bye, baby.
everyone's listening and watching you now.
Oh my God. Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?